Christopher Marlowe was one of the most fascinating and enigmatic figures in English literary history. His life was a thrilling mix of brilliance, controversy, danger, and unsolved mystery. Born in 1564 in Canterbury, the same year as William Shakespeare, Marlowe rose from humble beginnings to become one of the most influential playwrights and poets of the Elizabethan era. His father worked as a shoemaker, yet young Christopher earned a scholarship to study at the prestigious King's School in Canterbury, and later at Corpus Christi College, Cambridge University. But during his university days, something unusual started happening. Marlowe would frequently disappear for long periods. University officials grew suspicious and even considered denying him his master's degree. Then, at the last moment, a powerful letter arrived from Queen Elizabeth I's Privy Council. It stated that Marlowe had been performing important services for the crown and fully deserved to graduate. This mysterious intervention has led historians to believe that Marlowe was secretly working as a spy for the English government, possibly traveling across Europe on dangerous missions during a time of intense political tension and religious conflict between Protestants and Catholics. Some reports suggest he visited places like France and the Netherlands under false identities. He blended into foreign societies, observed political movements, gathered intelligence, and reported back information that could shape national decisions. Imagine a young scholar turned spy risking his life in the shadows while the world above celebrated his emerging literary talent. While living this possible double life, Marlowe was also building a powerful reputation as a writer. His plays were bold, dramatic, revolutionary, and often shocking for their time. They captured grand themes of ambition, power, knowledge, and the dark side of human desire. His most famous work, Dr. Faustus, tells the story of a brilliant man who sells his soul to the devil in exchange for unlimited knowledge and power. Even today, this theme resonates deeply with modern audiences who chase success at any cost. Another major work, Tamburlaine the Great, in 2 parts, portrays the meteoric rise of a ruthless shepherd turned conqueror driven by unstoppable ambition. It reflects Marlowe's own fascination with power and the limits of human will. Then came The Jew of Malta, a dark comedy filled with sharp satire, revenge, and biting commentary on society, religion, and hypocrisy. In Edward II, he explored political betrayal, power struggles, and personal desires within the royal court, pushing boundaries on themes like same-sex relationships that were highly controversial in Elizabethan England. Marlowe's writing style was intense, poetic, and full of fiery energy. He played a crucial role in perfecting blank verse, unrhymed iambic pentameter, which gave English drama a natural, rhythmic, and powerful voice. His language had a musical quality, thunderous, passionate, and emotionally captivating. Many scholars argue that his innovations directly influenced William Shakespeare. Shakespeare, who was born in the same year, may have drawn from Marlowe's complex characters, dramatic tension, philosophical depth, and bold exploration of the human condition. Marlowe didn't just write plays, he helped shape the future of English theater itself. Despite his literary success, Marlowe was known for his rebellious personality and dangerous ideas. In an age when religion strictly controlled society, he openly questioned authority and traditional beliefs. Accusations of atheism and blasphemy followed him everywhere. Some claimed he mocked sacred religious texts in private conversations and even allegedly said shocking things about Christianity. Whether these accusations were true or exaggerated by his enemies remains unclear, but they painted him as a highly controversial and potentially dangerous figure. Marlowe surrounded himself with intellectuals, free thinkers, and outsiders. His bold nature made him both admired and feared. He seemed unafraid of consequences in a world where one wrong word could lead to torture or execution. His lifestyle, combined with his sharp mind and fearless speech, made him impossible for the authorities to ignore. As his fame grew, so did the number of enemies around him. In May 1593, his situation took a deadly turn. He was arrested on charges of heresy and ordered to report daily to the authorities while the investigation continued. Other writers and informants provided damaging statements against him. It felt as if the walls were closing in. Then, just 10 days later, on May 30, 1593, Christopher Marlowe was dead at the young age of 29. According to the official report, he was at a house in Deptford with 3 other men, Ingram Fraser, Nicholas Scares, and Robert Poley. They spent the day eating, drinking, and talking. An argument supposedly broke out over the bill, the reckoning. Marlowe allegedly attacked Fraser, who then stabbed him above the eye in self-defense, killing him instantly. The case was quickly ruled as self-defense, and Fraser was pardoned within a month. But this story has never fully convinced historians. It seems too neat, too convenient for such a complex man whose life was full of secrets. The circumstances raise serious suspicions. All 3 men present had strong connections to espionage and the Secret Service of Queen Elizabeth. Ingram Fraser worked for Thomas Walsingham, nephew of the famous spy master Sir Francis Walsingham. Poley and Scares were experienced government agents involved in uncovering Catholic plots. Why were these spies meeting with Marlowe on that day? Was it really just a casual gathering or something far more sinister? Many theories have emerged over the centuries. Some believe Marlowe was silenced because he knew too much about sensitive political matters. As a possible spy, he might have possessed dangerous secrets that powerful people wanted buried. Others suggest he was killed due to a failed secret mission or personal rivalries. There are even claims that the murder was ordered from the highest levels to protect the crown. The quick inquest, the familiar faces involved, and the lack of thorough investigation all fuel these suspicions. One of the most intriguing theories is that Marlowe did not die at all. According to this idea, powerful allies helped him fake his death to escape the heresy charges and looming trial. He could then live under a new identity far from danger. Some supporters of this theory go further, claiming that Marlowe continued writing plays under the name William Shakespeare. They point to similarities in style, themes, vocabulary, and even the timing. Shakespeare's major works began appearing right after Marlowe's death. While this Marlovian theory remains highly controversial and lacks solid proof, it continues to fascinate literary enthusiasts and conspiracy lovers worldwide. Whether Marlowe truly died in that Deptford room or vanished into secrecy, his legacy remains powerful and undeniable. His plays are still studied, performed, and admired globally. They continue to influence modern theater, literature, and even films. Marlowe blurred the lines between art, danger, and espionage. His life raises questions we may never fully answer. Was he simply a gifted poet and playwright, or was he a master spy whose real story was deliberately hidden? What makes Christopher Marlowe so endlessly compelling is not just his literary genius, but the sense that his entire life was a grand, unfinished drama filled with secrets, risks, and shadows. Even today, more than 430 years later, he remains an enigma, a figure who sparks curiosity, debate, and imagination across the world. His story reminds us that history is rarely simple or complete. Sometimes the most captivating tales are the ones left unfinished, inviting each new generation to wonder what really happened behind the scenes of one of England's most mysterious literary figures, a man whose life may have been every bit as dramatic, ambitious, and complex as the powerful works he left behind. So, the next time you watch a Shakespeare play or hear about a brilliant mind challenging society, remember Christopher Marlowe, the spy, the poet, the rebel, and the eternal mystery.